Hello and welcome Cancer signs to your November messages. Keep in mind these are collective and general, so receive only what resonates and release anything that does not resonate with you because that could be for somebody else. We're going to look into some of the energies of November for you, maybe what you've been moving through a little bit and what's coming in. And then we're also going to look at how you can have the best November. Okay, so highest and best messages for my Cancer signs. Okay, for the month of November. Let's see what we have. Highest and best messages. Beautiful. Okay. So we have the club energy coming through, which is about somebody trying to force you to do something that you don't necessarily want to do. So we're going to look a little bit into that because everything else we have new job or career. So it could be time for a new job or career, the sun, happiness and well-being. Okay, and the teapot, deep friendship. Okay, with someone of the same sex. So masculine, masculine, feminine, feminine. Let's go ahead and dive into these energies. Highest and best messages for my Cancer sign viewers. We have the Hierophant. Okay, so it could be your soul is kind of pushing you to move forward. So this is a major theme for November. It is about evolution, transformation, moving forward, preparing for the next chapter in our lives. Okay, and so what is coming through here, Cancer signs with the Hierophant? This could be a Taurus if you're connected with a Taurus here, but the Hierophant can often represent like our higher path, our higher calling. So you might be pushed outside of your comfort zone. Okay, the Hierophant can also be different structures and things like that. So there may be something that you're being called or asked to do that maybe isn't your favorite, or again is kind of pushing you outside of your comfort zone. The energy of that club is obviously very spiky. Okay, so it is something that is direct. It could be, if this is a partner, like somebody that you are married to, and it could have to do with like a new career, something like that. There could be some maybe sharp conversations, okay, I'm hearing with that club energy. But the Hierophant can also be your soul being like, okay, it's time for us to evolve and move forward outside of our comfort zone. Tell me more, please. Justice. Okay, so this could have to do with some sort of legal matter here, but justice is about harmony and balance. Again, it could be a karmic contract, okay, something that you're fulfilling, something that brings in greater balance. And now we have Libra energy coming through here. Let's see what else. Highest and best messages for Cancer sign viewers. The Star, okay, so yeah, this is all in alignment. Okay, it's about structure, alignment, and balance. So maybe you're bringing something back into balance here with the Star energy. Okay, the Star is also about release. So you could be doing some releasing work here. With the Hierophant and the Justice card, it's very much with the red cloaks. I'm seeing like a very grounded forward momentum happening here. But there's some sort of wish fulfillment or alignment happening with the Star. Which is really beautiful. So it might be some obstacle to move in the direction that, you know, to overcome in order to move in the direction that you're desiring to, you know, that direction you're desiring to go in here. But it feels like even though something might be outside of your comfort zone, it is in alignment, and it does look like it's coming from a higher authority, whether that's a divine authority or higher self, ultimately. So it does feel like it's all kind of in alignment, even though it may be a little bit uncomfortable. Okay, let's see what else. Highest and best messages. Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Empress energy coming through here. Okay, so with a new job or career, it could be that it's time for you to grow abundantly. Okay, with maybe your skills, gifts, and talents here, your divine feminine energy, that's something that's coming through. It could be that, you know, maybe leading up to November, you've been going through some financial challenges, right? But it feels like there's something that's going to shift to bring back more vitality into your life, okay, more abundance, happiness. The Empress energy is a very nurturing energy, goddess energy. So maybe that has to do something with this new job or career. But it's like, you know, kind of rags to riches sort of energy with the Five of Pentacles to the Empress energy. Perhaps the job that you were working in was draining, wasn't fully in alignment with you, but this Empress energy, you know, is letting me know that you're going to find a new job or career that is in alignment with you, that feels natural and that thrives and is something that, you know, brings beauty to your life, okay? Something that brings beauty to your life, and it's like in your wheelhouse, I'm hearing. So let's say, for instance, you know, it was time to get a new job, okay? And although it's like uncomfortable, you're not really, you know, happy about it, but you're being pushed in that direction, okay, by your higher self here. Then you find, you know, something that really does align with you, okay, with the Empress energy. That's something that, you know, aligns with your energy and is fulfilling for you. Okay, something that allows you to share your wisdom as well, your connection. This could have to do with nature, right? With the Empress energy, could have to do with nature, could have to do with the environment, something that is important to you here. Let's clarify the Sun energy, this beautiful happiness and well-being for Cancer signs. We have the King of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so if you are connected with a air sign energy, it could be that work is going really well for that person, or that's, you know, creating a beautiful balance, or this energy is building something beautiful here, and it's bringing in a lot of happiness into your experience, into your family. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles for the legacy that you're creating together. Okay, with that King of Swords. The King of Swords is someone who's experienced, quite focused. The Eight of Pentacles, you know, very much a hard worker here. You know, I'm hearing like nose to the grindstone sort of energy. And then it's, you know, for the 10 of Pentacles, for your future, for your family. Okay, and this happiness and well-being is really beautiful. Keep in mind too that, you know, you are paying attention to your energy, okay, your energy output, and what it is that drains you versus what it is that inspires you, invigorates you, you know, recharges you. That's something to be important. Something that is important for you Cancer signs in the month of November. Maybe like I'm seeing elderberry syrup, like maybe also like if you are a little bit run down, maybe not getting enough sleep, make sure that you're giving yourself the right nutrition and vitamins and things, elements that will support you, right? Some of you could also have a, if you have a child who is an adult, like moved out, they could be moving back in because they're moving through some financial issues. That's another message coming through there. But there's greater purpose that's coming in Cancer signs. All right, let's clarify the teapot energy. Looks like some beautiful time spent with friends. We have the Four of Cups and we have the Six of Wands. Okay, interesting. Then we have the Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups, right? Okay, so there might be certain friends that you do want to get together with and certain friends that you don't. But I am seeing like if you are kind of in your comfort zone and not wanting to like have people over, something like that, there's kind of this sense of like socializing will do you good, okay, with that Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups, especially with vibrational match energy here. Okay, there might be some sort of like a delay about getting together with a friend, you know, even like 40. That is a message that's coming through here. But also that, you know, this energy is aligned before they do come over, you know, in the Queen of Cups, Two of Cups energy, because you have such a beautiful energy, Cancer signs, right? And you want to make sure that you're around the people that appreciate you, right? That's another message coming through. The Six of Wands is also about victory and success as well. So there could be, you know, someone who has, you know, good news to share with you who's coming in here too. All right, let's go ahead and get some creator messages. How can Cancer signs have the best November? Get back to the elemental. Okay, that's also like the Empress energy, the nurturing energy, connecting with the elements. Okay, whether it's water, earth, air, fire, whichever works best for you, but remembering that alchemy that you have with nature. Okay, that's something that's going to be really helpful here, because I feel like you could be in a supportive role in November. We have shift the way to new potential. You know, that you're kind of being pushed in that direction is what I'm sensing here, with shifting your way to new potential and choosing who you are becoming, and lead your metamorphosis. So you're definitely being kind of moved forward, okay, kind of giving your higher self, pushing you forward a little bit to grow and expand more. You know, you might feel like you're rather experienced or worldly, but it's like we can always learn more, right? We can always learn more, and you know, as we are ascending, we're transforming, we're growing, we're evolving. You know, it's like you are feeling that pressure to shift and evolve, it, you know, that's coming through here. But it's new potential. So it's like a fresh new energy. Maybe it's becoming the student of something again, choosing, but you're like choosing the direction. You have your free will to choose the direction in which you want to move in and lead your metamorphosis, because I feel like Cancer signs, like you choosing the direction you move in, you choosing the job or career that you want to have is very important to you, because your energy is important too. Obviously, you know, your heart being happy is very important to you, but you are, you know, transforming here with your metamorphosis, you know, and shift, you know, your energy vibration is shifting here too. Some of you too that might have been like staying at home to work might be kind of called, once you go through an energy shift, to go out more in the world, or maybe, you know, work at a brick and mortar location. And that might be because your frequency is so high, and then you can do a lot of good just with your own presence within those spaces and places. But keeping in mind that it's something that you enjoy, something that brings you energy. You know, that's not to say there won't be some adjustments, but it is, you know, a powerful change and transformation that's happening here within your energy field, but also like within your career, or just within the way you're focusing your energy in November. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a message for those of you that are in a relationship, happy, healthy relationship. Let's get a message from the Rebel deck. This is a uncensored deck, okay, so I do have to temper the language a little bit for YouTube. But let's go ahead and get a message for Cancer signs. Okay, we have open your mouth, talk, use big words like validate, acknowledge, and empathize. So yeah, I'm getting, you know, there might be some changes where you're having to kind of step outside your comfort zone, and maybe that's creating some tension between you and your partner, right, with these changes. So making sure that you are utilizing successful communication skills, and able to understand each other, and able to communicate in respectful ways to each other, okay? And also with it saying like open your mouth, talk, it could be that you're holding, you know, you were holding back how you're truly feeling. Well, make sure that you are communicating with your partner here, because that will also help them understand, empathize with you a little bit more. You know, many of us, especially who are very energetically sensitive, we navigate the world in a different way, and people that aren't that sensitive, they don't get it, they don't understand. But especially those that are close to us and love us and care about us, it's important that they understand, you know, our experience and how we navigate differently, and what's good for us and what's aligned with us and what's not, you know. So that's something to also be aware of, communicating so that you have this understanding with each other, this empathy with each other. We also have sit back and relax. Okay, so there's going to be, you know, periods of maybe some stress, some tension, but also like listening to your own, especially with the Empress energy, internal rhythms, listening to your own energy, not overextending your energy, right? That's important here. Okay, and looks like a lot of affection is in your future, okay, with sit back and relax. So that's really nice energy to come through for your Cancer signs. Let's go ahead and get an energetic exercise, mediumship for Cancer signs for the month of November. Okay, we have ethical awareness. Okay, so we have service to spirit and strong ethical awareness are at the heart of mediumship. Whenever you're offering evidential messages, it should always be delivered in a loving and kind and healing manner. Remain conscious of what you're sharing. It should be relevant, authentic, and meaningful rather than anything that would be hurtful. Likewise, a message should never be forced or randomly given without permission from the recipient. It's important to respect the living and their desires to receive from spirits. As mediums, you don't get to choose always the spirits you communicate with. In being of service to spirit, it's important for us to remain unbiased and simply be the channel for healing communication. Remember that spirit communication is a three-way process between the medium, the sitter, and the spirit. Maintaining a high level of ethical awareness ensures mutual respect among the medium, the spirit, and the recipient. A great way to practice ethical awareness is to become mindful of your own behavior and how it impacts those around you. If you feel you're being overly judgmental, for instance, take a moment to breathe in the energy of compassion. Notice how your behavior changes as you adapt and even change your ethical values. This will help you see the world without judgment and become the best medium you can be. Okay? So now this is specifically a mediumship deck, right? And you may not be a medium or you may be a medium. If you are, opening up to your medium gifts and abilities, that's wonderful. If that's what you choose, that's absolutely great. Just make sure that you do create that foundation. So you learn about grounding, clearing your energy, discernment of spirit, and the foundation basics, connect with somebody that you trust who's experienced in that area so they can guide you, help you create those foundations so that you can build off of those in a very grounded way. But it's so interesting because this message, some of you watching this, you are experienced mediums, and this message is coming through for like how you're communicating with those around you, particularly your partner, right? Because your partner's in a King of Swords energy, so your partner's in like a kind of a colder energy. So I think that with this message of being understanding about how you affect others in the way that you communicate, and then also vice versa, right? Like if you're being overly judgmental, being aware of that. So you could take those ethical skills of mediumship and apply them to your relationships here, which is really interesting and beautiful. We could all use this message. We're not perfect, right? And there is this sense of just self-awareness, self-awareness coming through. I can, definitely share a disagreement I have with a family member about the way that I communicate, because I communicate in a very direct way, and I don't mean for it to be in any way a negative experience, right? But I'm just kind of direct and to the point. But this family member, very much felt differently about that. Their experience was different from what I was communicating or expressing. So what I asked them, I said, okay, well then how would you like me to express or communicate, this idea or this question or something like that? And then they shared it, and I was like, okay. And then it helped me understand, okay, everybody kind of has their own language and a way of how they communicate. And most of our communication is nonverbal, right? But it was helpful for me to understand the language and the words that were more understood and in this person's mindset more compassionate. Okay, and then I was like, okay, so when I have a question, this is how I can bring this up with you, and that's well received. Like I was very open to that. But maybe that's something to do with your partner. If your partner feels they're in a defensive kind of energy, or they feel offended in any way. And again, if it's a healthy, relationship, maybe asking that, like, well, how would you prefer me to ask that question? Or how would you, if you were in my shoes, what would you say? And it's really interesting, that mirroring back and forth, because you have greater understanding. So I was guided to share that experience, so that may resonate with some of you, but that's what I have. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me, Cancer signs. Take the best care of yourself. There will not be any extendeds for the Zodiacs this month, but I'll do other readings and have extended videos available. So remember, just take what, is of value to you, release the rest. You are the conscious creator. And it looks like things are moving in a beautiful direction. Even though it's outside of your comfort zone, it looks like it's helping you to evolve and grow. And you still have enough space and freedom to have some influence over your metamorphosis and over the direction you're moving in. So that's great. Free will is so important, right? All right, take the best care of yourself, Cancer signs. Thank you for being here, and I will see you soon.